exposing the paradox of queers for Palestine. So, this is just exciting. This is to promote that Armin recently published a new article on queer majority. So Armin, bring forth your article.
There we
Okay.
go.
So Armin recently wrote and published this piece called Queers for Palestine and the Death of Irony. And would you like to give a quick overview of what this article is about? Give it a good plug.
Well, I'm not going to go over all the details, so you guys go actually read it, okay? Because I wrote it so that you guys could read it. But it's basically, you guys have heard Queers for Palestine. A lot of people, especially in anti-Israel protests and stuff, they have this sign called with Queers for Palestine, which is pretty ironic, as mentioned in the title. And also, by the way, a lot of people that say stuff like this don't really understand what they're supporting. They don't have a very basic information of the values and that are common among, in Palestine, and how LGBT is treated in Palestine and many other Islamic countries. And a lot of time, again, so I am also for Palestinian people, and I want Palestinians to have better lives. A lot of people think that if you are pro-Israel, you're anti-Palestine. You're not anti-Palestine. In fact, one reason why we're against Hamas is because we're for Palestine. We want Palestinians to have better lives. And but a lot of people who use the Palestinian flag and the Palestinian name as a way to protest against Israel, they use it more as an anti-Israeli stance and a lot of defense for what they consider to be freedom fighters, but it's actually terrorists. Unfortunately, the Palestinian flag and the Palestinian name is not really anymore around the world. It's not a symbol for Palestinian people. It's a pro-terrorist symbol. It's a pro Islamic standards and Islamic values, and an anti-Israeli and an anti-Jewish stance. Basically, that's has, unfortunately for the Palestinian people, that's what it represents. As when you talk to a lot of these people who hold the Palestinian flags or who say Free Palestine, if you talk to them, you understand they understand nothing about Palestine. They understand nothing about what is the best for Palestinian people, and they're just doing that as a way to spread hatred against Jews and Israelis. But the whole irony about this, that people who hold the Palestinian flag and say Queers for Palestine, they oppose Israel, while Israel is the strongest defender of LGBT rights in the region, and not just for Israelis but for Palestinians as well.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but it is miles beyond its neighbors.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so if you are actually for Queers of Palestine, the number one defender of Queers of Palestine is Israel. The institutions and different groups of activists that they have in Israel, Israelis trying to support Palestinians who live in Palestine, who are under threat constantly, not just by Hamas, not just by their own governments, but by other people who live in Palestine. It's very, very difficult to be LGBT and live in Palestine, right? We just saw recently somebody was beheaded, somebody that Israel was trying to support, an LGBT member who Israelis were trying to support and save, was beheaded by
he was kidnapped back to the West Bank and beheaded. We covered that story on this channel.
Yeah, I mentioned that in this article as well. But the main point of this article is for us to understand the who are we supporting and who are we against, and what values are supporting because of it, right? Supporting, right now in the Middle East, we have a bankruptcy of liberal values, and a lot of people think that the solution to all this chaos that we're having right now is a military response. There's no way that you could solve these problems with soldiers and bullets and bombs. I mean, I understand that you have to defend yourself, and you need to have all these military reaction as a way to get some stability short in a right now, like after Israel has been attacked. Of course, you have to have a military response to such a major attack on your civilians. But none of this is going away, no matter how many Hamas members you kill, none of this is going away. None of it's going away. The only way out of this problem is the promotion of liberal values around the Middle East. And the only two countries there that we right now have that liberal values are common among its population is Israel and in Iran. Iran and Israel are the only, and I think this is the only way out of this problem. We need to build a bridge between Iranian people and Israeli people, but we also have to understand that when we're defending Israel, we're not just defending Israel. We're defending liberal values in an area where it's needed the most. We're defending secularism. We're defending democracy. This is why we defend Ukraine. So again, defending Ukraine was not about just defending Ukraine. The forces of liberalism and the forces of illiberalism are at a war and are at an ideological war all around the world with each other. And it's important for liberals to stand with liberal forces ideologically. Like, remember when the Cold War was won by Western liberal countries, it was won ideologically, not with military forces. It wasn't just a military battle. It was a war of ideas. And it was not just the weapons of the Western countries who won. It was the ideas of Western countries that won. Because it just became more popular. But right now we're losing. Right now we're losing this battle, and we're losing it slowly. And it's very important for people who are supportive of the values that has made the world a better place in the past 200 years to understand that they are being threatened from every direction, from both religious and non-religious sources. And this battle is right now is taking place between Israel and Hamas. And it's important for us to take the right stance. And the whole point of this article is to make this clear about when Israel and the values that it supports represents the values that we need to be standing for and defending. Just to show you the contrast between what values are common in Palestine and what are the ones that are common in Israel, and how different they are, and why we need to make sure that Israel stands strong against all its enemies. But again, so read this article because it's all sourced, so you can see that I'm making nothing up. All the links are here, and you make the decision. Oh, and also I'm glad
they put chickens for KFC.
Yeah. So queers for Palestine, it's kind of like chickens for KFC. But another unfortunate thing about this whole thing is that a lot of leftists who are supposed to be supporting these values that brought us all these rights, including LGBT rights. We owe LGBT rights to a lot of movements that came out of leftist activists. And now they're betraying those very values. And we keep seeing that happen again and again. And the most extreme version of that happened in Iran, where the leftists in Iran supported the Islamists against the Shah, against the Pahlavi. So, see, this is what we mean about wokeism, is because leftist movements, at its very core, get a lot of things right. But then what happens as it succeeds in bringing people better lives, better rights, more freedom, it becomes so successful at that a lot of movements start by using the popularity of its success and just have the brand of it. Like, it's not about results anymore. It's just about having the, I don't know how to say, the
appearance.
The appearance, exactly. The appearance of standing for those values.
Very
actually having, yeah, right. So when you see, like, back 40 years ago in Iran, right, the appearance of leftist. So what did leftist values stood for? Anti-imperialism was one of those things, right? Um, anti-monarchy, anti-imperialism, being for equality between different classes and stuff, like pushing for those things, right? So all of
Self-determination.
that yeah, exactly. So all of the appearance of all of those in not fighting for the appearance of standing for all of those things made the leftists, many leftists in Iran, fight the monarchy with the excuse of being anti-imperialists, and they united with the Islamists. So look how fake of a show this is. Like the Islamists that stood for all the values that leftists are supposed to be against, just because there was a revolutionary fever. Like we lived at that time in the age of revolutions. Like leftists were constantly trying to topple pro-Western governments, and it didn't really matter what the results are. This is what a leftist is supposed to do with whatever means necessary. So they united with Islamists, and they brought the Islamists to power because they wanted to be anti-imperialists. And the result was thousands of LGBT people being hanged to death, and including the very leftists that put the Islamists in power in Iran were executed in the greatest mass execution in Iranian history. The leftists were, in one of those mass executions that a lot of people don't have forgotten and don't talk about, right? So they became a victim of the very people that they managed to put in power. And basically, this is what this article is a warning to many of the leftists, that when you see a queer for Palestine, there were other leftists 40 years ago in Iran that supported Islamic
Made the same
movements.
mistake. And this is why I
Yeah.
say Islamists can never be liberators. Because I was talking to
Right.
Armin about this. I was like, well, what is an example? What is a successful example of an Islamist revolution, of an Islamist, toppling or liberation? And you're like,
Mm.
well, the Islamic Republic of Iran. I'm like, oh, lovely.
Yes.
So this is what you get. So when Islamists are your liberators, you get a country as miserable as the Islamic Republic of Iran. That's what you get. That's what your liberation is: misery. And
Yes.
so I
Yes.
keep on telling people, align with Islamists at your peril. Peril.
Yes. By the way, I just also want to mention that one of the people that has the best explanation of the threat that we're facing with, and has the most nuanced takes, is that I constantly go to for reference and consultation and everything like that, is Susanna, right? So I owe a lot, like whenever I'm having a problem in trying to figure out how to explain these things, the person I go to is Susanna, because there's nobody that puts, like, I know sometimes I have a thought about these things and I just don't know how to describe it well, and I always know having Susanna as a friend, as somebody that I could go to for um, being able to put this down on paper or write it or explain it in a better way, that really helps me with these things. So just wanted to mention that I am grateful for Susanna and all the help that, because you can see, like, even here, you guys can see sometimes I'm trying to say something and I really don't know how to put it in words, and just Susanna just opens the mic and she said it perfectly. So thank you for that.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah.
I've been going
Yeah.
on a lot of rants behind the scenes, that's for sure.
Yeah, we need more rants from Susanna. Like, can you guys in the comment section and in the live chat mention Susanna? Because every time I see a rant from Susanna, I just like, yeah, thank you. This is exactly what I wanted to shout. And now Susanna is just doing that for me. So guys, please, I'm hoping at some point we get like some videos where it's just Susanna ranting about things. Like we could upload that on our channel. So she I think sometimes she thinks that nobody wants that. So please tell her that yes, we do want that, please, so that maybe we get some of those videos at some point uploaded on our channel. So yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
It's just difficult because a lot of times it's just me getting triggered by something in the moment. So I just go off and you're like, you need to
Yeah.
publish that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, if I say it again, it's not going to be the same because I just got triggered.
Yeah, sometimes she contacts me and about this very same things that we talked about here, right? She just tells me something and I'm like, that should have been recorded. Like, why was this not recorded? This is a major lost opportunity to the whole world. Like, I know, I mean, I watch a lot of people have takes on this and on different YouTube channels and different other content creators. And then Susanna just comes and says it with such clarity and such level of nuance. And I'm like, why is she not her own separate content creator, separate from the news that we're making? Like, she should do that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, people are saying, secular rarity was saying, Sal saying, yes, for Susanna Rance. Yes, please. The people have spoken. We need more of that. The world needs
I would
Susie
love to
Rance.
do that.
Exactly.
I just need more help so I would have the time to do that.
Oh yeah, guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys. Susanna, by the way, for people who don't know, I know some people are new here. Susanna works so hard to keep this channel alive, and we all need to be grateful for that. If you guys want more Susanna brands, then maybe help us a little bit so that we could pay other people to take this work off her back so that she could give us more content like that, because she is working overtime. She has her own job and she does a lot of work for Atheist Republic on top of that for free, which is not fair to her. Most of the work Susanna does is behind, not live on air. And so a lot of people don't appreciate what she does for Atheist Republic because they don't see it because she's doing it in the background. So I should remind you guys how much work Susanna puts into Atheist Republic um, on our live streams, because a lot of people need to, there needs to be a little more appreciation for what she does. So please let her know, because sometimes it feels like nobody notices what she does. So please let her know that Atheist Republic was going bankrupt. At least, I don't know, I can't even count anymore. She came and saved us a couple of times. We wouldn't be live here if it wasn't for Susanna. So please let her know that you appreciate all her work.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, speaking of, um, we should do a lot of people are supporting us, right? So we should give a countdown,
Oh
right?
yeah, but we have a few super chats. 1 second.
Oh, we do.
So first of all, Saul gave us $5. Thank you, Saul, saying thank you for all that you do. Armin, just wondering if you have ever collaborated with Apostate Prophet. Would love to see you two together. We've done a lot of stuff with the Apostate Prophet.
Yeah, we
So
did.
you can see videos with Apostate Prophet on this channel. Just go search for it. And also, Armin has done a number of streams and a number of episodes with Apostate Prophet on his channel, specifically, usually talking about what's happening in Iran. So make sure to go, just like Google Armin Navabi and Apostate Prophet on YouTube, and you'll find these videos. But those are some of my favorite. That's actually you doing a collaborative video with Apostate Prophet is actually literally how I discovered Atheist Republic, like over 3 years ago. And Sakai, thank you for the super chat, is saying, can we briefly talk about how Erdogan saying, oh my God, Hamas is not a terrorist group? The level of blatant Islamist propaganda coming from Turkey's AKP party is becoming more concerning than ever. I'm an atheist, but this is a Jesus take the wheel moment. I ain't gonna lie.
This support for Hamas is unbelievably high. It's crazy. It's crazy. And now we're having Erdogan saying it gives it so much legitimacy. We have a leader of a NATO country, a leader of a NATO country coming out and saying Hamas is not a terrorist group. It's insane. After the mass execution of civilians in Israel, this is the greatest murder of Jews since the Holocaust. And Erdogan coming and saying they're not a terrorist group. It's insane. And by the way, shame to Israel for not recognizing the Armenian genocide as a genocide for the sake of having a close relationship with Turkey. I mean, after Erdogan comes and now says that Hamas, who has killed so many Israeli citizens and civilians, as not a terrorist group, after this, you need to come and, like, what are you so afraid of? Israel, who the very foundation of it was supposed to be based on fighting, defending against genocide, doesn't recognize the Armenian genocide as a genocide. Like, what else do you need now? Erdogan this is what you get. You're doing that for better relationship with Turkey, and look at what Turkey is doing. Look at what Erdogan is doing. Anyways, let's move on.
Okay, so then we got another super chat from Shuvo. Oh my god, Shuvo, I miss you so much. $25. That's really generous. Thank you, my friend.
Wow.
Saying thanks,
Thank
Armin
you.
and Susie, for what you do. Also, happy Sunday, everyone. Oh, I miss
Thank
you,
you.
Shuvo. I hope I can see you soon. And we also got a super sticker from Juris Doctor.
No.
We have a lawyer in the chat who gave us a super sticker. Thank you.
Wait, what is it?
Anonymous
What is
lawyer.
What is the super sticker? I can't see it.
What is it?
Okay, it's nothing. It's just a super sticker. Oh, it's a heart. Never mind. It's a heart. It's a heart.
Cute.
Sorry.
Sakai is saying, also, we broke 40,000 subscribers. Yes, exactly, you guys. So we are now 40,000 strong. In fact, if I remember correctly, we were at 40K last week, and now we're at 40.1K this week.
Wow.
Okay, so the AR militia is growing. We're going strong. We got to get to 50K. We got to get to 50K. So if you're here and you're not subscribed to the AR Army, okay, the AR militia growing our global movement, what are you doing? Because we have fun here every week, okay? So make sure to subscribe. And like, don't forget to like this video because we talk about stuff that the algorithm hates. And I thought this was funny. Miriam is saying that she is here for the second Sunday in a row instead of church. Hell yeah, Miriam.
We're winning over Jesus. This is how we defeat Jesus.
I mean, not to sound conceited, but this is probably vastly more entertaining than Mass.
True.
I mean, I'm biased though. So okay, our last thing. Bring it forward, please.
By the way, just a lot of people were saying that they love Susie and they were supporting Susie. I just wanted to highlight that. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so here's it.
But the best way that you can support Susie, unironically, is to become a monthly donor. So guys, for those who are not aware, Atheist Republic has been having a lot of financial challenges recently, and I had to make the difficult decision to lay off our news writers. But we want to bring back our news writers, and to bring back our news writers, we have a goal of having 50 $10 monthly donors. And we have a very generous member of our community, Secular Sakai, who has made a very generous offer that if we reach 40 monthly donors, then he will increase his monthly donation amount to equate to 10 donors, which is, it's almost like a matching campaign. It's extremely generous. And that means that if you join to become a monthly donor, you are actually basically boosting your impact because Sakai is going to be matching, your donation essentially. So I just put a link in the live chat. If you want to help make sure that we keep this show alive, please become a monthly donor. Our goal is at the $10 level. However, if that's, not feasible for you, because we do want you to take care of your finances and your budget, any amount is a huge help. Any amount is a huge help to support this show, support our work, support our organization, and ultimately support the atheists across the world who don't feel that they have any other place where they can find community. I also have the 666 donation tier for the novelty, but even if it's just $1 a month, that actually does help a lot. So the update on our campaign is that as of today, we have 24 monthly donors now, which is huge for us. So that means
24. So we were at 21. We just got 3 more. That's amazing.
We were at 20 last week. Now we're at 24.
Oh, so
we got 4 within the past week.
That's crazy, guys. We just need to get to 40.
Exactly.
We just
So
need to
we're
get
more
to
than halfway.
40, and secular Sakai will get us to 50. So we're only 16 short. 16.
Yes.
Guys, if you become a donor, that will, that 16 away, that's like not very much. And each one of us, one of you, that's so don't think like you're going to have a small impact, because just if you become a donor, that's going to get us so much closer to the 40 mark. Like, we could do, like, if we got 4 this week, so if we get, like, I don't know, another 4 this week, then we could get there maybe in a month. That would be crazy. That
Yes.
would be
That's
amazing.
huge. And we can bring back our news
Make
team. And this would be a huge this would be
Yeah.
this would be huge for us and what we can do as an organization, because then after that my next goal is to raise a little bit more money so that we can pay people to take a lot of tasks off of my hands, so I can have less stress in my life.
And guys, Susanna is under a lot of stress right now. You have no idea. Guys, make sure when you donate, you click this, make this month a monthly donation, okay? Because we need it to be monthly to be able to continue paying for donors, but for our expenses. But Kelly just said, I'm going to be donate, so that will get us to 25. That would be amazing. So thank you. Oh, and also thank you to Matt. Matt just gave us a super chat saying, on the first, I'll change mine from 10 to 30.
Wow,
Wow.
Matt P, that is so
Thank you.
generous. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. That's
Yeah.
great. That's sweet.
Wow. Amazing, Matt.
Yeah.
That really means so much to me.
Thank you. And we just got a super sticker from Carl Sagan, which is amazing. However, the super sticker is a sad face. I don't know why you're sad, but okay.
Okay.
But thank you.
But thank you for the
I
super
hope you
chat.
feel better. Yes.
Wow. And Drew's doctor just said that they became a member at the $10 tier.
Nice. That's good. Guys, we're at 25. We're only 15 away. 15. Thank
We're
you.
making really, really good progress, and it wouldn't be possible without everyone being really generous to our organization. Yes. And this is all part of, I've been strategizing about how I want AR to be more stable and do more, right? And so every day we're taking steps to get us there. So it means a lot to me.
Thank you, guys. Okay, so Mariam,
we're saying that we're the best atheists.
Yeah, best atheists. Yes, we're the best atheists. Oh. Kirana is saying, I want to donate, but it has to be from PayPal? ? I don't have PayPal. We'll create one later. I mean, you're already donating to us a lot, so no pressure. Thank you so much, Kirana, for doing that. But yeah, PayPal is really good because PayPal doesn't take as much as YouTube or Patreon, so that's why donating through PayPal is such a helpful. But you are already thank you, Karana. That's very nice of you. But guys, be careful not to donate to us if it's financially difficult. Okay, if please, there are other ways that you can support us, like liking, like subscribing, like hitting the bell notification, leaving a comment after the stream is over. Your comments are very, very helpful, and also suggesting our YouTube channel to other people. So these are all the free ways that you can support us, right? So please only support us financially if you are comfortable financially to support us. But yeah. Oh, we just got a message from Animation using 1 month membership. What is it saying? Use a
platform that uses UPI. What is UPI?
Support. I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay. So Ian is here right at the end of the show saying, wait, I'm late. Damn. Okay, let's wait for another 2 seconds for Ian. All right. Okay, guys, we need to go. Oh, before we go, we just got 10 memberships from Danny. Danny just bought 10 memberships for people in the live chat. Thank you for gifting memberships, Danny. That's very sweet. Oh, let me turn this off. Thank you, guys. All right, so we need to end the stream. But thank you, guys. Do you know who makes the most amazing, gorgeous, and other adjectives that I can't use here on YouTube, blasphemous art ever? We do. And for some reason, we are giving it away for free. Download them now using the link in the description before we change our mind.